Hello everyone. I've just been on mute. Yeah, I've realised I've been on mute. Don't bother me. Hello everyone. I'm just double checking my mic. My mic seems good. Alright. Just putting the other into the chat real quick. But yeah, we have a plan. In terms of getting on level with the well, we have a plan where I have a plan anyway, where tier 3 will end up being the first tier with all 8 races. Tier 4, sorry, will be the first tier with all 8 races done in terms of commentary. And now I know this is extremely delayed because for those who pay attention to the Monday League, this was what, early December, this race. I should get it up for you right now. The actual time. The actual day was the 9th of December. Anyone paying attention to the current time on the calendar, it's the 18th of January. So it's just slightly delayed. Slightly delayed. But yeah. The plan is that if I can do this one today, I will then set up and do week 4 tomorrow before esports starts. Sort of like some period of time before esports starts. I'm not quite sure when yet. Then do week 5, which will be Kyoto on Tuesday, which will then leave us with 6 and 7 next Saturday and Sunday respectively, which will then line it up to do week 8 on the Tuesday after week 8 actually runs. So there is a plan. If any of you are in this chat want to hold me to that plan, please do. But that is kind of the idea. That's what we're going for. But for now, for tonight, considering it's already, what, 8:45, I think it is? I think the clock, that's what the clock's at right now. We're only going to do the one. We're going to do Interlagos. We are a little bit further back than anticipated. But yeah. Alright, let's have a very quick look at where we sit in this sprint race then, because everyone has had the chance to get in now. We've gone about 5 minutes. This is usually how long we run before we before we start getting on with things. So let's start getting on with things. The grid for the qualifying here, tier 4 Interlagos. So you have Polito in... gonna have to do the car names for a minute because I've lost all remembrance of how a car looks. No, that's not the one I want. That's the one I want. Oh yeah, so you got Polito in the Audi at the front, McLaren 650 of Polte in second. Then you've got Dexter in third in the Porsche Corvette. In fourth is Monty. Fifth is Zab in the RX Vision. The other Audi, the teammate for Polito in tier 4, JMS. It's currently in sixth on the grid. Seventh is a Beetle because the Beetle apparently decided to show back up in tier 4 with CCK. Zimmer in 8th in the other Porsche, so he teammates with Dex. I'm going to leave that comment there. Arak in 10th. I think that's a BMW. It is a BMW. In 9th, sorry, and it is in BMW there. 10th in the Genesis is Amy. You got O'Leary in the McLaren in 11th. Zelda in the Corvette in 12th. Jin in the other BMW in 13th. Fracas in the Mazda in 14th. JP in 15th in the Ferrari. And Mo in the second Beetle in 16th to round off the grid. Yeah. Hello to everyone just joining us now for a little bit of Tier 4 commentary. There's going to be a lot of it over the next couple of weeks. But yeah, with that being said, off we go. Let's see if we can get a good race here at Interlagos from Tier 4. 3, 4, 5 red lights. It's lights out and away we go. Oh my god, the Porsche's awful off the start. So Dex is going to drop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 off the start. Here comes the McLaren into first. We've already got carnage. We have already got carnage, and we're just going to take a... Well, we're just going to get a little bit of a screenshot of that. What has happened here? What on earth has happened here? Let's go on board with Zab and company here as we go into turn 1. Dex goes obviously the worst start humanly possible. Dab's still there. Dab's... Oh! Caught the Corvette. Oh, there. I think that's Dex. In the Porsche as well, coming on through there. There's 3 people dying straight away. Mo's just sliding his way through. I'm not entirely sure if there was any damage caused. What on earth has happened in this race? At the start of this one, it's carnage. Got a better view from the first couple of corners. Oh, Jin straight into the back of O'Leary as well. Oh, that's not a good sign. Yeah, O'Leary. Oh, then O'Leary comes back onto the track unsafe. Rejoin tagged Mo in the process. Absolute carnage off the start of this race. Dex is down in a 4 in. It does, yeah. Dex is down in the 12th off the start. It looks like we may have a little bit more fighting up ahead. I think that's Aurak and JP side by side into turn 4. Those two are going to be fine on the exit of turn 4. Looks like Zab is in 8th, Zimmer in 9th right now. CTK in 7th, Zelda up in the 6th. Amy from 10th to 5th off the start as well. Polito dropped down 3 all the way down to 4th. JMS up in the 3rd from 6th. Monty from 4th to 2nd, and Polty into the lead of this race right now. One thing I am going to do actually is, can I do this right now? No, I can't. We'll do it for the next one. I can't turn down my sound from inside the replay, so we're just going to have to deal with it for now, because it is kind of going off on my eardrums. It's a bit loud. In my ears, anyway. Definitely turn it down. But for now, we've got Polito going a little bit wide there into the final corner of the lap. Looks like Polty's still in the lead right now as well. Imagine it being very loud for everyone. A bit louder than my ears. It should only be watched. Yeah, this is not. It hasn't been a great start, I'd say that much. Here we go around toward turn 1. Now you brought it up. Let's have a look. Oh, it might have been a little bit of contact there from Morak, but he's still got it. They've still both got it through the corner. That's well driven. And Zab holds on to 9th for now. CTK and Zimmer are going at it here at the front, as we're now going to go back to the cinematic camera angle. See if CTK can go to the inside against Zimmer here. He does, but he goes deep, and it's going to be a switchback. Gets it. Zimmer is going to hold on. Oh, that doesn't look good. That looks like a bunch of things just happened. I'm not entirely sure what. Have a look. Aurak to the inside, still on the inside. Oh, he's tagged up. He's still tagging him. Oh, and he's round. Oh, and he's got Mo on the way through as well. Oh, Aurak. Oh, there's someone else that's decided they didn't like the track here as well. I think it's Frackers. Oh, it's both the Mazda boys. It's... Oh, for fuck's sake. That's not what I wanted to hit. That's what I wanted to hit. Yeah, now it gets us back into this position where we were before, where we were watching Frackers get back onto the track. Sorry about that. Oh, there looks like we got a yellow flag up ahead as well. O'Leary's gone round. O'Leary's gone round. He was fighting with JP. Oh, JP a little bit of a squeak down. Yeah, he broke on the painted tarmac. Ooh, that's not the cleanest of overtakes, well, cleanest of defending there either by the Ferrari. It's been a massacre on the second lap here. Car's going left, right, and centre mode. He's got a little bit of a problem controlling his car right now. JP in 10th, then you got Dex in 9th, CCK in 8th, Zimmer in 7th. The two Porsches both in the top 10 right now, but not really pressing toward the front. Zelda in 6th, right behind the Genesis, who's got the Audi in front. The Audi's got a bit of an issue, I'm guessing. The Audi would have had a penalty. The Audi did have a 1.5 second penalty as they were chasing his teammate, actually. They were chasing JMS up the hill, and now he's going to be a bit of a roadblock here for the Genesis and the Corvette, having to take a slightly wider line out the second to last. Yeah, he's going to overtake them by them both. Zimmer and company will be far too far back to make any doubt into this. Any dent into this gap. Further forward, he's still got first and second fighting it out. Corvette versus the McLaren. Corvette having a go here. There's the one move from Polty to defend. He's come back to the racing line. Holds on. Oh, a little bit deep there from Monty. He needs to be a little bit more inside the line than that. Gets a better exit that way. Now he's playing with a little bit of fire, being on the outside like that. Those two are really close to each other at the moment. Oh, Amy's got a 2-second time penalty. Amy's got a time penalty, so Zelda's got a chance. The Corvettes are going to have a great day at the office if they can keep this up. Polty's back. Already straight to the back of 5th place there. Zelda and Polito will go all the way through. I'm pretty sure I just call him Polty, is Polito. My bad. But yeah, the penalty up ahead as well, I think. Oh, they're just catching someone else. We'll wait and see. We'll see if anyone drops on the front. Amy will drop from 4th though. They go up the hill now. It looks like Zelda got overtaken as well. Polty's going to go, Polito, sorry, is going to go by. I see Polty's name at the front and just read that off for some reason. I apologize. Polito's going to go by and Zelda's going to go by as well. It looks like Zimmer and Amy are now fighting out. Zimmer to the outside. Will Zimmer be able to make the move around the outside? It's alongside, more than alongside. But those two go through turn 1, now through turn 2. Zimmer not getting a better exit than that Genesis. That was an excellent turn 2 from Amy to hold on to that position. That was about as good of an exit as you could have hoped for, in all realistic terms. That's a little bit deep now from Zimmer as they go through turn 4. The end of the first sector there. When I look back toward the front, Polty still had a decent advantage. It's not a sizable advantage, but it is still an advantage nonetheless, with JMS basically right up to the back of him now. That gap has shrunk rather rapidly. And so the gap behind these lot to Polito in 4th. Yeah, the Audis are doing exceptionally well right now. Imagine that tyre wear might become an issue later on in the race for some of these drivers. But for now, wait and see. McLaren up in front. Corvette still in 2nd. It's Polty versus Monty. And Polty, when it comes to Polty versus Polito, if that ever happens, that's going to be one hell of a tongue twister. Having to remember which one's which the entire time. Yeah, Monty having a nice little second corner there, but he's not really close enough to the McLaren to make anything work, and won't be down this straight either. So this is just Polty getting the right one this time. Polty just buying as much time as he humanly can. That Corvette seems to be pretty quick behind. And further back, the Audi's 3 and 4, Corvette 5 with Zelda. Then you got Genesis in 6th, Amy, and then Zimmer again, far too deep. Needs to find a better line than that, realistically, a far better line than that out of turn 4. You know, Dex in 8th, he's gained a position, CCK's dropped a couple. JP is still in 10th. You know, Jin in 11th, Mo in 12th, those two right behind, and then you've got, I think that it's the other McLaren. Oh no, it's Arak that's in 13th with the McLaren not that far back, and then the two Mazdas have decided they didn't want to race. The two Mazdas have had an absolute mare. I don't think it could get much worse than that for the Mazdas in this sprint race. It's been a torrid time. Here comes the Corvette. Will he finally get close enough? Will he finally get to do it? He's going to go to the outside. He's going to be forced to the outside here because Polte isn't going to give him a chance. Polte still with the lead, still advantage, almost a collision course there between the two of them. Monty almost didn't get his car stopped in time. And the McLaren is still in the lead of this race. Well defended. It was also well driven to make sure he didn't actually hit straight into the back of Polte there as well. You've got the two Audis there right behind in third and fourth. They're just kind of driving their way up towards the front of the pack right now. JMS and Polito this time. Oh, Polito to the inside! Even on his own teammate, he's trying to be a little bit of a bit aggressive and force the move. It's a great move nonetheless. It's a great move to the inside. I don't think JMS was quite expecting that. Polito might have a chance here. Got about 4 laps to go. There we go. Through the final corner, well, final proper corner of the lap. Polito's got a nice little run on the Corvette of all things. That's not a sentence I didn't think, I thought I was going to say. We go down toward the, down towards turn 1 now. It looks like the Corvette straight line speed is still going to be enough. And there you go, yeah. It's, nothing happening there. All three of them just staying as they were before, into turn 1 and out of turn 3. Head down towards turn 4, the end of the first sector on lap 7 of 10 here. Don't think he's got close enough. That was a little bit of a snap. Do I or do I not move there by Monty? Oh, that looks a little bit deep from Polito. That's because it is a bit deep from Polito, and he might be in with a bit of trouble here from his own teammate. JMS round the outside. Will he get it done? No, he will not. He has to back out. Amy's also up in the 5th, other than 6, Zimmer and Dex 7 and 8 right now. Is there going to be anything that happens between the two of these drivers in this one? The two Porsches are going to have to work together to get themselves a little bit further forward here. Yeah, nice little camera angle on both sides of the hairpin. Is there going to be a move in store for the Audi? It does not look like it out of this one. Is he going to get it on the exit maybe? No, and quite frankly the straight line speed of this Corvette should be enough to hold on for another straight. Would be very surprised if the Audi, even with slipstream, was able to get by. He's going to go for it. Monty is, for some reason, defended the outside. Polito's gone deep. Way too deep, as a matter of fact. Oh, and he did his half. It beat his own teammate on the rejoin to track. And there goes JMS through as well. Oh, that was just a lapse in concentration for a split second there from Polito. Went far too deep. Luther's on 2, might get one back. Does get one back on his teammate here. And any chance he had of realistically being on the top 2 and potentially winning this race may have just died at turn 1 there. Polito a little bit wide there going into the first of the S's here in Brazil in the second sector. He is going to hold on against his teammate. Polte should have won this one in the back now. I don't really see a way that changes. Oh, Zelda's got 2.5 seconds worth of penalty. That is a costly time to get such a penalty. And it's going to drop him behind both the Porsche at the absolute least. Zimmer in 7th, Dex in 8th right now, and it's going to drop him behind the Beetle as well. He doesn't even look like he's going to get the chance to even get slowed down before he's overtaken. There goes Zimmer and Dex and CCK. The real question is, Jin close enough? I don't think he is. No, it doesn't look like he is. So Zelda's going to drop to 9th. Jin currently in the reverse grid pole position right now. JP dropped to 11th. Aurak, O'Leary, Mo as well, fighting behind, and then Zab is trying his best to tack himself on, with Fracas just existing at the back of this one. We just see the gap there. You just see the gap with 2 to go. It's going to take a mistake from Polty to win this race, for anyone else to win this race. I don't really see a way where Polty does not drag this one to the line. The McLaren is as stable as it can get as well, especially on these cuts. These cuts aren't particularly high. I don't really see a way he loses this. You know, Monty in 2nd, Polito in 3rd. And we'll see if there's going to be a move here. This is going to be really close coming out the final corner. A little bit of a tap! A little bit of contact, another bit of contact between Monty and Polito, and that, trying to go around the outside, did not work. Not work in the slightest, and Monty's going to drive away now. Especially for the rest of this lap. And then they've got one more, and I think Polito might be just stuck to 3rd. Unless his teammate behind him gets him, because I think Monty might be without a mistake not really passable now, because he's got the quickest car in a straight line on the grid right now, I think. Oh, he got a penalty! He got a penalty! Oh, Monty has got a penalty! Oh yeah, you can see he just straight up cut the line on turn 2. Oh, that is incredibly unfortunate. And this is going to allow for Polito to step on the 2nd spot of this podium then. I think it might be an Audi 2-3. Polty's gone in the distance. Polito might be the one that takes 2nd. Or will it be JMS on the outside here? You can see he looked for it for a split second. A little bit wide from both the Corvette and the Audi right now. And now the Audi is going to go wide all the way through the S's. This might not be an optimal line to take, but he's going to get it done, I think. Or he could have, but then he just went a little bit too short on the braking zone there. He is going to go around the outside. He's still there with Monty. Monty's got a penalty, so at least Monty can say that he defended well enough to not be overtaken the entire lap. That was well played by Monty before he served it. There you go, as Polty goes to the line now. The McLaren, never in doubt. Polty wins the sprint race here in Interlagos, with Polito coming across the line in 2nd, and JMS with an Audi 2-3. Monty gets 4th, but he's going to be a little bit, well, he's going to be kicking himself after that. He could have had 2nd, should have had 2nd. Amy 5th, Dex 6th, Zimmer 7th. We'll see if anyone got past. Looked like it was a while ago. Zimmer, yeah, Dex at 6th, Zimmer gets 7th, CCK in 8th, Jin in 9th. Mo's going to get the bottom step of the reverse grid pole, sorry. Nicely done. O'Leary 12th, O'Leary 11th, JP 12th, Aurak 13th, Fracas 14th. I'm not entirely, what's happened? Well, we'll go and have a look at what happens to Zab in a minute. Zelda's had a meh. He was all the way up in 5th, and then he's just, I don't even know what the hell. Oh, he's got no tyres. Oh, he's got no tyres. Oh, he's, yeah, ouch. Yeah, and he's got a 2-second time penalty. This could not really have gone much worse for him, could it? That will certainly do it. I'm going to take a guess that Fracas is going to get by without much of an effort here on the inside. Yeah, doesn't even try. Zab's at the back as well. Zab's not got the excuse of the tyres. Not entirely sure what's happened to Zab in this race, to be completely honest with you. Fracas is going to go over in 14th. Zelda's going to get 15th, and then Zab's going to round out the field on what has been a really, really bad start for the Mazda. That will definitely, yeah, you can see why Zab did not want me to do this, the cons for that one. Absolute mare of a race. We will very quickly load up the feature. Brazil. I see a comment being made there. It seems to be a theme this season. Yeah, it definitely does. It definitely does. Where's Brazil? If I could go alphabetically, this could be a lot easier, wouldn't it? I apparently can't do my alphabet. You forgot all the weird fighting in this race. It was just everything was just a bit on and off there. Nobody looked like they wanted to make a move, but then they were kind of forced into those moves. Yeah, pretty much. I think that's a fairly adequate way of summing that up. This is the feature. Right, we will pause that right there. Put the display all on first. And then figure out what everyone's doing. So, in terms of strategy, we were here last season, and that was medium. Watching while charging your phone. Yeah, I saw that picture in the Tier 4 chat. But yeah, it was medium last season. You need another drink. You got enough time while explaining. But this season, you can't do the same compound twice. So I think it's going to be for a majority of people, this is going to turn into a medium hard race or hard medium or some version of it. There might be some interested people that decide to go for medium soft, and I'll be intrigued if someone does. Anyone going for two-stop is an idiot. There's definitely a one-stop race here in Interlagos. So on the hard tyres, Mo starts on reverse grid pole. Jin in second, CCK to the free at the front. You might need more than one drink at this rate. To the free front drivers here in the feature race are Beatles, if I could speak English. Then Zimmer in fourth, Dex in fifth, Amy in sixth, everyone on a hard tyre. So at this point, Monty in seventh hard tyre, JMS hard tyre, and same for Polito. The Audis 8 and 9. Mediums for Polton. There's the interesting one. There's the one that we kind of realistically had to keep an eye out, because I think the McLaren should be able to do it. It should be able to do it fairly easily. Leary on the hards. You're right, one is not enough. You know, JP in 12th on the medium tyres. I don't know if the Ferrari can go that far, but we'll wait and see. Alrak in 13th on the hards. Fracas, Zelda, and Zab all on the hards at the back of the grid, which is going to be a fairly interesting one to watch here. 26 laps of Interlagos. 9 people in the stream. Enjoy. I hope everyone is in and enjoying themselves on a late on this Saturday night for a 6 weeks delayed comms at this point. But yeah, nonetheless, let's get this feature race underway. I also forgot to turn down the volume. That's something I did forget to do. 3, 2, 1, and we are off! In the feature race here with Mo at the start, Jin and then CCK 2 and 3. What is going to happen into turn 1, if anything at all? It doesn't look like an awful lot is going to happen into turn 1. Dex is going to hold off against Damie for a little while. No one's close enough, realistically, to do any damage here into turn 1. It looks like O'Leary's had a bit of a mare off the start, though. Here comes Zelda to the inside. Zelda's got him at the front, well, at the back, sorry. Up to 11th. Here comes JP as well. Didn't get the greatest of starts either. Looks like he's going to get by up in the 12th he goes. Oh, that looks a bit deep. It's very deep by Zelda. Out of turn 4. We've got a little bit of fighting ahead. The penalty here for Amy. 2-second penalty there for the Genesis. Is currently in 7th. Dropped down a couple of positions there. Monty's up in a 6th. Then you've got Polito. Oh, Monty's tagged someone. Monty's tagged someone. Amy's had to take some avoiding action. We're going to get a better view here. Monty just missed out. Oh, Amy got tagged as well. I'm not entirely sure who tagged Amy. Oh, that didn't look good there from Dex. Trying to defend from Amy on the inside before turn 6. Polito and JMS going side by side up the hill. Oh, JMS just tags Amy. Oh, that's not good for Monty ahead. Monty, also gets Amy at the 2 for 1, and I think Polty just got... Wow. Poor Amy there. Yeah, Amy's wrong way again. They're going to come through. Not entirely sure who just got clobbered on the way out. Oh, Amy did lose the foot on the throttle, though. I think it was Monty maybe on the way back onto the track that got caught. Zelda's gone deep again. Absolute mayhem in the first lap here as well. There we go to the inside. Zimmer trying against CCK and might now be fought back by Polito behind him. That looked like a penalty being served by Mo, who was in the lead of the race. Is now dropped all the way down to 6th. Might be dropping a little bit more. We'll wait and see if the Porsches can get him. Here comes Zimmer and Polito. Round the outside, Polito trying to hold his car in check here. Oh, a little bit of contact there between him and Zimmer. As Zimmer is up in a 3rd. Well made by the Porsche. The Audi's got to be a little bit more careful in future. You can't really get away with overshooting turn one like that every week. Here comes CCK and Zimmer. And it looks like Polito to the inside as well. The Audi making them pay. Following through the hole created by the Porsche. Nice little double move from the Porsche and the Audi. It looked like JMS also got through. And CCK just had the drop 3 in the space of 2 corners. JMS now to the inside of his Audi teammate. Doesn't look like an awful lot has happened through the S's here. There's still a comfortable lead for Jin at the front. There's Zimmer in 2nd, Polito in 3rd, JMS in 4th, CCK in 5th as we have watched this 4-way battle go down the hill. And we've got a little bit of a gap there. I think JP's in 6th. I'm not entirely sure what has happened in the midfield. One thing's for sure, he definitely wasn't 6 a minute ago. He was 8th, so we'll see what happened in front. Oh, Dex had a bit of a problem. You see the front 5 starting to break away. It's Mo and Dex in 6th and 7th. Oh, they've came together. They've came together and stopped half the grid. Oh, Mo just caught Dex on the inside. Half the grid's got penalties. Alrad's got a penalty. You name it. Big Polly's got a penalty. It's more a case of who doesn't have a penalty at this point. Zab up in the 7th right now. Good run here from Zelda, Zab and JP from mid to back of the grid. All the way up to 6th, 7th and 8th. They start to build a gap. Going forward, Polito on the outside now of Zimmer. It looks like, again, it's just too deep from the Audi. He's got to get that braking point sorted. Otherwise, he's going to throw away a glorious chance at a win. He started in 9th after coming 2nd in the sprint, and quite frankly, hasn't been able, has been away from the mistakes. Here comes JMS to the inside, and JMS might double it. JMS has got to double it. What a move. Also, CCK, I think that is on the outside. It is CCK in 5th. Trying to make his move, but doesn't quite get it. There you go. These four or five drivers are going to run out of it again. JMS has managed to break a little bit of a gap. Zimmer. Oh, might be around the outside here for Polito. Can he make it stick? No, he cannot. It looks like JP is now involved. JP has been flying on this first stint. He might be looking to the inside of CCK here. He is. That is another good move here from JP up in the 5th. It's not usually too much of an overtaking corner, but he will take that nicely. Putting those medium tires to good work. And if he's doing a medium soft right now, he might be in a glorious position. Zab still in 7th. Jin has a comfortable lead at the front of this race, like a handsome lead of at least, probably 3 or 4 seconds at the front of this grid. He goes already into turn 4. JMS is there, 34.5 on the last lap, purple now, 34.0, half a second in the favour of Jin. Polito still trying his best here around Zimmer and not doing too well of it. Porsche doing enough to defend right now. And he's still defending pretty well, in matter of fact. First and second are starting to drive away as a result. Polito can get by. He might be able to get himself an opportunity. He might be looking at another double podium here for an Audi. Down the inside goes Polito, backs out of it. And JP might be rounding instead. JP looking around the outside. This would be exceptional. A little bit of contact, and I think that would be a push to pass. That's not clean. That's unfortunate as well, considering the first part of that move, the first phase of that move that JP was making was outstanding around the outside. I think that might be a penalty. That looked a bit wide. It looked like he went outside the white line, and it is a penalty. Yeah, I was about to say, massacre of the last couple of corners there. Just a moment of madness for JP. We're not going to get a good camera angle of the first corner. Oh, CCK's having a bit of an issue. Zab's got by. We're actually going to go on to CCK here and figure out what just happened. It looks like Polito tagged JP. Oh, and CCK just barreled on through. I'm not really anticipating the cars in front of him. And that'll be the issue there. Zab's going to go back in front of him. Zab's up in the 6th. JP's got a 1.5 second penalty. This could be a fairly interesting fight at the front if you discount Jin's existence. Quite frankly, Jin should be cruise control from here, even though we've only done 5 laps. Zimmer's still in 3rd. JP's next car back. He's got 1.5 second penalty though. Zab's in 6th. CCK and Zelda, the 2 following him. Would expect Polty to show up sooner rather than later as well. Currently has the fastest lap of the entire race. So you think it's just a case of when, not if. It looks like he might actually be the one that's tacked on the back of this entire grid. Or this entire train is actually more of a better way of putting it. I think Polty may have just got the inside line on Zelda there. Caught him napping. A nice move by the McLaren. Might be about to catch CCK as well. Here comes the penalty for JP. JP loses 1. JP loses 2. Looks like he might be losing a little bit more than 2. There goes CCK and Polty. That penalty has cost him drastically. Zab's got a 1.5. Where do you got a 1.5 from? I think he gone too wide here. I think he might have. Oh, yeah, just thought that's minuscule, but you can tell he's over the line. That's gonna get him every day of the week, just like JP last lap. Oh, that's a costly penalty, which we just found out with the driver, with JP behind, and JP's gonna try. Oh, Polly's round! I'm not entirely sure what Polly just did. JP's got him, got Zelda and Polly at the same time here. It is definitely a clumsy penalty. Here comes Polly. Oh, he just got caught in the grass. Just got caught in the grass. Nothing new to that. Oh, that's just a costly error. It's an error you would expect Polly not to make after winning the sprint. There's a little bit of a fight developing back here. It's a 5 or 6 way fight. Monty giving a little bit of a bump here to Dex. Dex has got himself out of it and in the front of this group now. Fracas and Orak are going at it as well. And they head into turn 4. Fracas has gone far too deep. That might be a penalty. O'Leary to the inside. Gets a move there. Monty followed Fracas, so they might both be in trouble. Fracas, yeah, that's the 1 second you expected. Monty looked like he survived. I think Monty's got away with it. Alright, got past Dex. You go further forward once again. Polty in 9th, Mo in 10th. JP is in 7th again with CCK directly in front of him. Zabs goes 1.5 to serve at the end of the lap. Polito in 4th. Then you've got Zimmer directly in front of him. JMS and Jin are gone. They are disappearing into the distance now. There's not an awful lot they can do. Not an awful lot people are going to be able to do about it. Polito's got Zab, and so is CCK, and JP as well. Zab is in 7th. Zab is now in 8th. Got passed by Zelda on the way through. I don't think Polty's got the speed by the time we hit turn 1. Not even close. Yeah, Zab going from 3rd to, going from 5th to 8th there, and I think JP just got past CCK with a nice little move into turn 1. He's favouring that move today. It's JP. Doing a pretty good job of it as well. Back up in a 5th. We know that he was rode towards the front. Got himself a penalty. It was a costly penalty in the end. He would probably be where JMS is by this point. Maybe a little bit shy of that if he had kept it on the track and not dropped the ball. But he's doing a very good job of recovering. All the way up in a 5th. Zimmer and Polito. The next 2 cars up. Polito's got past Zimmer as well, which might unlock him for a little while onto JMS and Jin at the front. So that's what's been holding him up through the first 6. Yeah, JMS and they are gone at the moment. Jin in particular is absolutely flying. They both did pretty much identical laps to the last lap, 0.2 of a second slower than Polito as well. And then Zimmer not really got much in the pace department on the front 3. I don't really know what to expect from this, because I assume that everyone at the front right now, the front 4 at the very least, are all doing hard medium. I don't really see another way to go about this. Don't really think the soft lasts too much. At this point in time. Everyone's starting to spread out just a little bit at the front. Let's see if we've got anything further back. CCK, Zelda, Zab. It looks like Zab and Zelda are the what we've got right now with Polty, and Polty's clear of Mo, and Polty might be about to join the back of these 2. It looks like Zelda didn't have a good exit. Zab did. Zab almost got alongside. He head up the hill. He might go alongside now. It looked a bit deep from the Corvette. It is, and Zab is going to go to the inside and get the move. It didn't look like a particularly difficult move either. Mazda's having a significantly better feature race than it did sprint. That's for certain. Well, Polty also involved now. Polty going to get himself on the back of Zelda. And if he can get himself on the back of Zelda, then he might be able to put himself into this train and get himself further forward as we go deeper into this race. Zab still ahead of these two at this point in time. They go around the final corner of the lap as we head into lap number 9. 33.5 there for Zab on the hards. Significantly quicker than CCK, for example. Someone's facing the wrong way, and I think that's an Audi. Again at turn 1. Again too deep. And then just lost the car on the exit of 2. Never really stood a chance. He needed to get that turn 1 point fixed. He just hasn't done it. It's cost him a go. Didn't look like the greatest re-entry of the track either. Got caught up in the emotion of everything by the looks of things. Here comes Polty. Maybe to the inside of Zelda. Maybe getting by. If he does, it would have made it look easy. But it looks like Zelda's actually put up some sort of fight in the end. As we go into turn 5 and turn 6, and Polty eventually gets to the inside. And again, Zelda's just got too deep of a line at turn 6. At the moment where we looked like he was about to put up a fight, and then just again too deep. Seeing too many costly mistakes from drivers in this race. Polty himself is not immune to it. Let's see if Polty is going to be able to make a move. You've got Zab, CCK and JP directly in front of that. There's a penalty behind. There's also a penalty in front, and I think it's JP again with the penalty, and he dropped down at least 1. At least 2. It might be free with Polty. It is free with Polty. What a costly penalty again. This is going to be a race of missed opportunities, I think, here for JP. Gigantic hole just should have been filled in this race. It hasn't. Here comes Zelda looking to the inside of 4. Doesn't get the inside of 4, backs out of it. JP too deep again. And there goes Zelda, this time for real. It's just too many people got too poor of a line in the middle of the lap here. 5 and 6 are proving very difficult corners, 4, 5 and 6, for people to get the right line out of here in tier 4. Polty in 6 right now. Zab still holding on as well. Then you've got CCK in 4th. They are, you're right, but they're not that close. Not yet. It looks like you're getting closer, but we'll see if Jin's going to be able to hold on. A few battles looking like from the arrows at the top of the screen. This is where I really wish I had a box I could put someone in, so we could continue watching them both. Doesn't look like anything's happening into turn 1, so we'll go back a little bit to see if Polty and Zab are going to force anything. Here we go, Polty to the outside of turn 1, still there, and Zab T-pods it. What earth is going on in turn 1? Oh, that didn't look good either. Let's have a look. What has happened here? Polty's gone to the outside. Polty's still here. Polty, oh, brake. No, he did not. He didn't do any of what we could consider braking. Oh, CCK and Zab, CCK's parked on the track. Zab went very deep, but somehow stuck it, and then CCK tried to switch back and just clobbered him. Oh, and then got clobbered by JP because CCK didn't come too far off the track, off the racing line, and got punished for it. I think that would have been a penalty had that been reported. Absolute mare. Both the actual thing and then the waiting on the track. Oh, JP! The car control there to save. That is impressive. That car looked like it was almost sideways there. Also, Orak is here because reasons. Not entirely sure where he's come from. Oh, Polly! Straight into the side of JP! What on earth was that? That didn't even look like there was an attempt to do anything. Yeah, it just put his nose. Didn't really have an opportunity to put his nose. It got shut off. And JP spat. This is just carnage. The gaps are a lot closer to the front, but Jin has done a decent job of defending on this lap. Let's have a better look at things. Oh, Aurak slided the car, and he's gone after contact with Polly. What is going on? Polly in the walls again. This time with Aurak, albeit that was not Polly's fault. That's just Aurak miscontrolling his car. JP's here now, and there's a penalty for Polito in the background of all this. Aurak's in 8th. Zab's in 9th. I'm not entirely sure where Zab got clobbered by a CCK in all of this, and now he's got a CCK teammate behind him. This is absolute carnage. JP's gone into the pits. And I know we're going into turn 1, but I have to ask why. I really have to ask why. I don't understand that call. Those mediums are perfectly fine to continue on with. Do another 3-4 laps on those. Take as much time out of driving on the hards as possible. Why would you pit now? Leo, that looked like a lot of grass. He's just doing about enough to defend, to hold on to that. Zab round the outside at 2. This could be brilliant. This is brilliant. A lot of exit speed there by the Mazda, and he gets it done. Nicely done there. Mo's also trying to get himself involved. We might be about to walk into a freeway here. Zab just a little bit deep on the entrance into the corner, but it gets a nice actual exit out of it. And then Aurak and Mo not really able to do anything at this point in time. You got a camera angle, good camera angle to see CCK with a penalty behind. Mo still on the inside of Aurak right now. Is he going to be able to get it? Looks to the inside. Oh, and he absolutely launched himself, missiled into Zab in turn 7. And I guess we're going to go for another replay, because I want to see what happens here, what kind of happens in the aftermath of all this. Yeah, good look here. Yeah, Mo just absolutely launched it into Zab, then loses the car. Aurak gets a little bit blocked out of all of that. Zab again in the wars. Got TTK behind him. Mo is trying to drive a car here. I'm not entirely sure if we can actually say that he is in fact driving the car. Zab's got himself in front, which is fair play. As we go through, Mo's lost control of the car again. And CTK's got a penalty, so Fracas is going to go on by. It's absolute carnage off the start. Here comes Dex to go by as well. Aurak's off the hards now. Dex does go by on CCK, so we've got a bit of a thing going on at the hole here. We continue on. JMS and Jin right at the front of the pack. These two, the ones that survived. Realistically, the ones that survived, and they don't really have an issue being the ones this far ahead. They have taken liberties and got away, so they didn't have to face the carnage that was behind. Jin having a mare of a corner there, looking to hold on to this lead for as long as he can. The tires are a little bit worse than the Audi. Oh, that's a voice break. It is also JMS going way too deep into the final corner. Well, it's the final corner, the final proper corner of the lap. That was almost catastrophic there in the end of the lap there, as we go into lap 14 now, and I'm not too surprised that these guys are staying on the hards for a little bit longer. The undercut might be a bit powerful now. One of them's got the ball to go for it. Zelda's into the pits now. Looks like Zimmer's in third. Polte's here as well. Zab's into the pits now. You got Polito as well. So Polte's ahead of Polito of the stands. He's also had a Mo and Dex as well. Those two continue on. CTK also looking to get himself involved. Doesn't quite do it there. There's 4 of them in the pit. JP now. We saw JP pit early. JP started on mediums. Why is he on another set of mediums? I just wanted to point that out because everything that's going on. I don't know why he's on another set of mediums. Seems like you can't be going for the 2-stop, right? It is not quicker. Zelda doing a bit of weaving there to try and get himself, I guess, some heat into his tyres. I can only assume JP's going for a 2-stop. That is a mistake if he is. Here comes Jin into the pits. Okay, so this is where they get interesting. This is where things get interesting at the front. JMS is staying out a little while longer, whereas Jin is in the pits, and so is Zimmer as well. So undercut is going to happen. The real question is, how much is it going to give Jin? Holte also going for a large undercut because he's going medium soft. Which I don't know if JP could have mustered up in the end. His tyre wear when he pitted weren't too bad. I think he may have been able to muster it up eventually. It would have been very close, depending on how long his soft went. But if he knew he couldn't muster it up, he should have gone hard medium. Like the rest of the group. You can only assume JMS is into the pits after this. We'll continue to look into his lap times. You know, Polito, who's not far behind Polte now, and I'm going to get the actual battle to commentate between these two, aren't I? They both not made their pit stops yet. That's why they're up third and second. Can only assume this is a pit stop coming. It is. Yep, JMS into the pit. So this is where we get an interesting look now, because Jin's come out comfortably ahead of Zimmer, so he's still in the net race lead. But I am very intrigued to see how he fares against JMS. Pit stop is quite a lengthy pit stop. Polito into the pits as well, so we won't get that battle. Not yet anyway. Polte's staying out to try and get himself to a soft tyre, as I mentioned earlier. We go round for a couple of laps to go. Well, a couple of laps, 11 laps to go. But it's a couple of laps to everyone's done their pit stops. The Jin right now, I think he might be behind. This is going to be really close. You can see JMS's car there. You can see the Audi. This is going to be really close. I think he may have got it. JMS has got it. JMS has got him. Wow. I was not expecting that. That is an impressive run. That's an impressive lap there from JMS. Then to get himself ahead of Jin. And now this is a race controlled by the Audi. Things just got a lot more interesting now. There's still 10 laps of this race to go. Hard tyres on Dex's car still. Should probably go into a medium tyre at some point. The Porsche should be able to go from here. Unless he's going hard soft. Not sure if hard soft is overall quicker, to be honest with you. The hard's already under the 50% mark. We'll start at where now? We'll start to feel it. JMS is in the lead of this race. Full blown in the lead of this race. Polty's got barely any tires left. So I can't imagine he's staying out too long. Yeah. Things have just got very different at the front. Then you got Zimmer in third. Zelda is currently in fourth. There's only two people who started on the medium tire at the beginning of the race, and that was JP and that was Polty. So I think Zelda's actually genuinely in fourth right now. Here comes JP on the inside of Polito, sorry. Gets him for a moment because Polito's going to fight him back immediately, and the door is very drastically closed there by JP. He could have questioned whether or not he had a wheel there. But both of them are driving safe anyway. Both of them still on the track, which is far more than what we can say for half the other members of this race. And JP is definitely just putting his car all in the right places right now. Every bit of the middle of the track that he can find. And you don't want to be opening up the middle of the track there though, because if you open up the inside, then that's going to cause a bit of issues. Oh, Polito's hit the back of JP, and it doesn't go by. Courteous to not go by. That's going to cost him a little bit of time. Polty is now in the pits, with Polito getting a staunch exit there on the final proper corner of the lap. Is there going to be a move from the Audi? Is there going to be a move? There's slight contact between the two of them. Still more contact between the two of them. As now Polito pulls to the outside. May have to go underneath for a switchback attempt. He ain't getting that. Never in a million years you're getting that. It's very, very effectively closed off by JP. I think Polty's going to come out with these two. Yeah, Polty is going to come out with these two, so we are going to get the JP Polito Polty battle. Here comes Polito with another attempt at a switchback. You see what he's doing. Oh, and there goes the contact again. And now we're going to have another separate look at this. On the inside, is he alongside enough? You can tell what he wants to do. He's always going for the switchback attempt. I don't know if he's got enough in there, you know. It's going to be close. I wouldn't like to be a steward in that scenario. JP somehow not lost a lot of time out of that. I think that's the more impressive thing. He's managed to keep it together. I will give JP credit. He's got incredible car control. Polito's got a penalty as well. Okay, so we may not get that battle after all. They're just going to drop behind both of them straight away. Towards the front. I can't believe that out of all this, the JMS is comfortably in the lead now. That pit stop shocked me quite drastically. I did not think that was going to work. Zimmer's in third. He's doing a good job of it. Zelda's absolutely chasing him down right now. JP up into, well, I guess there's technically net P6, net P5 even. And here comes JP and Polty. Polty to the outside. McLaren versus Ferrari. JP again effectively cutting off the inside, and it's well defended from the Ferrari, but he might be outdone with the exit here. Polty is on soft tyres. He's going to get done with the exit. JP doesn't even move along to fight it. On the inside, this should be it. This should be the move. JP came across too early, and yeah, you can definitely say it's the move now. JP just came across to the corner too early. Yeah, and that'll do it. Oh, Polty up in the fifth now. Zelda's the next car in front of him. I am really surprised at JP at the moment. I'm pretty sure he did medium. Well, can't visible medium so far anyway. Going through. O'Leary's in 7th. He's done pretty well to recover back there on the McLaren. Up in the 7th, we got Arak in 8th, Mo 9th, Polito's in 10th now, as he's had a bit of a mare of a couple of laps. Dropped all the way back. Monty's got a penalty, so Fracas and Dex are going to get him. And the Zabs at the back of the grid. Someone DC'd or quit, one of the two. I think it's Amy, actually, having Amy's left the room. Apologies for the sneezing. We continue on. Dex and Fracas fighting for that 12th position right now. They can see the car ahead. They can get a move on. There may be a chance for an extra couple of positions. Dex is on soft tires as well, so that's why he went long on his hards. The only issue is I think that may end up backfiring. I don't think he's going to be able to get a lot of positions from here. Oh, that's a little bit aggressive and a little bit of contact, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure how clean that was, but he's got the move nonetheless on the inside of 7. That is rather unfortunate there for Fracas. And Dex is currently on the fastest lap of the entire race right now. He is flying. It looks like the two Beetles and Polito are in front of Dex. We'll go to the front shortly. We're actually going to go and watch this battle real quick, because that's a 31.9 there from Polito. What a lap. Now to the outside against Mo. Willie have finally got his first corner braking point right. Yes, but it's not enough to get by. Better exit here might be able to open the door for him though. There we go to the inside, the Audi against the Beetle. Oh, more contact in this race as Polito goes through and gets the position. Going forward, then you got Arak and JP right beside each other. JP's currently in 6th, he still hasn't gone. Into the pits for a second time. We'll double check it. It's on the way. Started on a medium, still on a medium. He is getting away from Arak though here. That's fairly well driven. He's trying to get himself back towards Polty, who's in 5th, with a Zelda in front of him. Not really think anyone's doing much of anything here unless it's going to be Zelda on Zimmer. I think the rest of the grid is kind of, the front of the grid anyway, is kind of sorted. Most of the battle is going to be at the back now. Unless there's a mistake from somebody that didn't look too good. There's the JP pit. I don't understand the two-stop strategy. I do not understand it. This pit lane is obscenely long. It gives a few people extra position, I guess. Arak being one of them. Arak in 6th, O'Leary in 7th, Mo in 8th. All the main beneficiaries there into the top half of this grid. Oh, that looked a bit wide there by Arak. If he's going to give more the corners than that, O'Leary's going to have a shot. O'Leary's going to have a shot at this rate. Roughly the same kind of tyres, actually. Arak got slightly better rears than O'Leary currently has on his mediums. We'll wait and see if there's going to be anything that comes out of that. Still the front, decent fighting. Another 2-second penalty here for Polito, who just could not stop the mistakes in this one. That'll mean Dex is going to get another position. He's got Fracas, he's got CCK, he's now going to have Polito as well. He moves up to 9th. He's got one car in his sights to try and get into the top half of the grid. Doesn't look like he's going to get it so far, but there's still 4 laps left of this race. See if there's anything else that we can spot. Fracas and Polito are the two going at it now. Fracas up into 11th. Oh, he's going to have to avoid him a little bit here. Goes wide to start with to try and force a switchback. That switchback lane does not open at all. JP then 14th. There's a pit stop here for Zab, who's having an absolute mare of a day. Zab's right at the back now, comfortably at the back. Oh, that didn't look too good. I think Monty just clipped the back of the Audi, and the Audi gave Fracas a little bit of a boost there. It looks like, yeah, Polito's going to have a shot here, but I don't know whether or not it's going to come at the end of this lap. Realistically, it might do, because he got a far better exit than the Mazda out that final corner. Is it going to happen for the Audi here? He's going to try to use the slipstream all the way. And doesn't get it. Does not get it there. Fracas going to defend. Oh, that looked like the car slided a little bit there from the Audi, and it probably hindered its way through. That might be a penalty for both of them. That looked like they were both off the grid. Yeah, I was about to say they were both off the green and yellow stripes there. And that is a penalty. I'm surprised that Fracas got more than Polito there. Polito, sorry. Very surprised that was the case. Oh, that did not look good. That's not a great line there from the Audi. That's a certain. Might want to shore the line up a little bit. Those two are going to get. Those two are going to be off the pace for the rest of with the rest of these guys. Det did get up into 8th. He's still got a few laps left here. There is a chance that if his tires don't go off, he might be able to see Aurak in the distance and pass him. Let's see what's going on further up front. Zelda still nowhere near. Zelda's actually been caught up by Polty now. Zimmer's in 3rd rather comfortably. Then you've got Jin and JMS who haven't been touched at all this entire race. Nothing has happened whatsoever. Zelda, that looks a bit deep. That looked a bit deep. I don't know if he's managed to stay on, but it won't matter. Because Polty's just going to drive on by like he's not even there. Oh, it's the tyres. It's the tyres on Zelda's car again. He's gone in one lap too early. And that's going to mean that he's going to run out of tyre and he's going to drop like a stone now. Continue on. I think there might be a chance here for the guys at the back, well, in the back of this train, just to catch up with that Corvette. I don't know if that Corvette's going to last for long enough. Here we go. Dex looking for it against O'Leary, trying to get his position up one more. As we head into lap 26 at the front of the grid. We are on the final lap of the race now at the front of the grid, and we're about to come into the final race here in the midfield as well. Is there going to be anything in this? Anything for Dex? Is he going to be able to improve his stature just a little bit more? Maybe to the inside. Can he force the move here? Maybe a little bit of a switchback attempt. His tires are going to last, so he should have a good exit. It gets it. That's a nice little double move there. One to the outside, one to the inside of 1, and then into the inside of 2. Hold on to the, well, to get that position off of O'Leary. Moved himself up in a 7th. Thorak is the next car in front. That did not look good for Zelda by any means. Zelda's car is just all over the place because of the tires. So there is still a chance of a top 5 finish for someone here. We're not going to watch most of it though, because we're going to go to the front of the grid in about 5 seconds here. Because this has been as cool, calm, as collected as it could be after that pit stop. That pit stop looked to be a stroke of genius in the end, because Jin lost out. And where he lost out, JMS is going to take it home and wins the feature race here in Interlagos. Where Jin dropped the ball, JMS picked it up and ran the entire way. Jin gets 2nd, Zimmer's going to end on the podium. Good race for him. Polty's going to get 4th. Could have been better for him, but he's not going to take it after. He's going to take that after the way that it started. Dexter's got into 5th. He's got into 5th, and we're going to go back to see how he did that. Zelda here, yeah, his tyres just went off. Out of the hole, just an absolute mare. In terms of the tyre manager, the strategy, Dex is a little bit pushy on the inside again, that gets by. Alright, never really stood a chance. Dex is just going to take Zelda like he doesn't exist. And just takes a double move there right to the end. Alright, goes as well. Alright, makes a decent move to the inside. And I think Mo's got him as well. O'Leary's got him. Zelda's all over the place. Zelda's not even ended in the top 10. Oh, he's going to end in the top 10. He is going to end 10th. You go through. Dex is going to go to the line. And the unlikely scenario there is Dex is going to end in 5th. Alright, gets 6th, Mo 7th. CCK gets 8th, for O'Leary 9th, Zelda 10th, Monty 11th. Not great there. Oh, there goes Fracas spinning over the line. There you go, JP in 13th. Over the line there to go over in 13th, and then, well, Dow just gets a little bit of the spotlight here at the end with another penalty to add to his miserable day. There you go, up over the line, and that's it. Not entirely sure who's the other one who ended up leaving the lobby. That got the fastest lap. Fair enough at that point. He needed something to, well, to hang his hat on, realistically, because that was not a good day at the office whatsoever. But yeah, like I said, we've got a plan. If you want to hear the plan, go back to the start of the stream, because I spent about a couple of minutes going through it at the start. But with that being said, today was week 3. Tomorrow is going to be week 4. I believe. I can't even remember what it was. Why can't I remember? Laguna. Yeah, Laguna Seca. Yeah, I'm going to do that before esports, at some period of time before esports starting at 7:30. So you'll get double dose of me tomorrow. But yeah, until then, I will see you guys for Tier 4. And if you don't watch Tier 4 tomorrow, then I will see you guys for esports in a bit.